You've joined Rimpage. First, can you tell us what you know about Rimpage? What do you know about it so far? And
I know it's where you like record games of one-on-one, and it's supposed to help you get recognized, and you can win prizes, I think. Uh, and you don't post up in the one-on-ones, so I feel like I'm at an advantage there. That's about all. You just record your games and send it
okay,
in.
okay. Who introduced you to Rimpage?
Coach Antoine Thompson.
Okay, and what was your initial impression of it? What do you like the most about it?
I feel like I'm a good one-on-one player, and I feel like it was beneficial to me. So I wanted to get involved, and I know uh, it's just a good way to get recognized and
Yeah,
to get better.
yeah, absolutely. That's what it was created for, to give you exposure, give you an opportunity to improve, and then also to prove yourself. Cool. Um, and you said your coach Antoine introduced you to the league. How old
Yes,
are you, Brady?
fifth.
You're 15. Okay, so wow. Rimpage is open to everyone, male and female, ages 15 and up. So you're right there at that youngest age. And we have another player named Jalen who has also joined in that area. Do you know Jalen?
Yes,
Okay, so the two of you are going to be competing against each other. How do you feel about that?
good.
Have you played him one on one before?
Uh, no, but I played him in game 5-on-5. I
Okay.
played defense on him, and he's guarded me. So I think we kind of know each other's game just a little bit, but
Hmm.
not enough to really determine off the bat who's going to win.
Okay. And can you tell me how you were introduced to the game of basketball? Why did you get interested in it, and what are your goals?
I've been playing basketball since I was probably like 5 years old, and I was just introduced from the Y and other rec leagues as a younger kid.
What would you say is the most fun thing about playing? What part of the game do you like the most?
Seeing yourself get better. Like maybe you can't do this move 3 months prior, and then 3 months later after hard work it'll pay off and you'll see results, and over time of good work ethic, you can prove that you're getting better.
Yeah, that's similar to what I loved about it when I was your age, is I was fascinated with martial arts and with basketball and with anything that had this element of training. I was fascinated by the idea that you can start out not being good at something, but through training you could actually reach the level of mastery. You can definitely do that in basketball and in martial arts. Would you say that's the same for you? That's kind of exciting too, to discover what's inside of you. How great can you possibly be? How far can you possibly go? Do you have a favorite player or someone that you emulate your game after?
Just probably the shorter guards in the NBA, because I know I'm not gonna be 6'5" or
Yeah,
6'8" or whatever.
right.
Um, I'd probably say Isaiah Thomas. Uh, he's not in the league currently,
Uh-huh.
but he was a MVP candidate at 5'9", and he averaged almost 30 points
Yeah,
a game. And he's just, everyone doubted him. He was the last pick in the NBA draft. So his story really inspires me as someone who's around the same height as me.
yeah. How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
5'6". Okay. 5'6" at 15. And Catherine, please feel free to jump in if you have a question um,
Yes.
at all.
Do you like winning, or do you prefer having fun on the court? Which one matters more to you? And why
Ooh.
did you say?
I did, um, I'm extremely competitive in anything I do.
Oh.
That's what you like to hear.
I'll do. I don't want to say I'll do whatever it takes to win because that'll make me sound like I
Yeah.
might commit a dirty play. But
Right.
off of the court, I'm gonna do everything I can possibly do. I'm
Mhm.
get up early. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna work out late at night. I'm gonna get in the gym. Maybe when I'm sore, I'll be in the gym for 4 hours getting shots up. I feel like my preparation before a game and the seriousness that I take it
Mm.
shows really why I'm so competitive and why I'm
Oh.
so interested in the game.
I'm already excited to see you play.
Me too. Me too.
Competitive people,
Yes,
people who are competitive, they're exciting to watch.
exactly. I have another question, Brady. Does this tie into other areas of your life? Do you carry the same philosophy into the rest of your life? Like, if you enjoy doing something, do you wish to perfect it to some degree? Yeah.
Yes, I'm a perfectionist at a lot of things: school, uh,
Mm-hmm.
working out, basketball. I try to be the best I can at anything I do. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
settle ever.
Brilliant. Wow, what a great attitude to have at 15. Brilliant.
Yes, yes. Wow. Like I can already see your future with that attitude. If you hold
Yep.
on to that attitude, yeah, that's going to take you right to the top,
Yes.
to the very
Thank
top. I have an interesting question for you, though. You said you're competitive. Do you which one? How can I phrase it? I'll put it this way. Do you hate losing more than you love winning?
you.
Good one.
Talk about that. What does that feel like?
I don't expect to win because I don't want to seem cocky or give my opponent an advantage by letting off of the gas maybe in a
Yeah.
game. But I just I feel like I work too hard to lose, or like no one has my work ethic. No one does what I do on the daily to really expect to beat me in a 5-on-5 game or a 1-on-1 game, especially.
Mm.
Wow. Wow.
So you're willing to dig deep when it matters in the game. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. Really brilliant attitude.
Can you think of a moment in a game where you did that? Like, do you have a story you can tell us?
Um. Yeah, I've got two stories that come off the top of my head. One of them was a 3-on-3 game. One of them was a 5-on-5 game.
Uh-huh.
Do you like prefer to hear one over the
I
other?
want to hear all of
Oh,
them.
Uh, um. Well, the 3-on-3 game, which was all the way back when I was in like 6th grade, and this was like in a league of a 3-on-3 game, not just with some friends. I was one of the youngest kids playing in that league, and I feel like people just kind of doubted me because I was already shorter. I kind of got a growth spurt, and even though I'm still at 5'6".
Uh-huh.
There were two games that we played. One of them, the first one, I had 30 points out of like 50 points on my team,
Wow.
and I just I got in the zone, real I'd say, because I would pass the ball, but I don't know. I was just in the zone, and I feel like a lot of people doubted me, so
Uh-huh.
I had to go out there and prove them wrong. And then the
Yeah.
second game of the 3-on-3, it was a close game the whole way through. I ended up with 20 points. I hit the game winner from three, um, and then I combined for like 50 points over the span of both of those games. And then the 5-on-5 game, which was last year, my 8th grade year in middle school, we were playing a game, and whoever lost the game was their season was going to end. So this game determined
Oh, yeah.
playoffs,
Yeah.
and it was a home game. So throughout the whole entire game, it was a close game, and we were up by about 4 points with probably a minute left. Someone on my team got a technical foul. They shot free throws. Then they made a 3-pointer. And then now we're down by 1 point with about 12 seconds left. We force a 5-second violation, and the clock runs all the way down to, I think it was 1.6 seconds. And I had went to the rim and I got fouled, and I already had 18. So if I make these two, I have 20 points, and I send us to the playoffs, and I win the game at home.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a lot of pressure, and I had to really calm myself down and think about, I hit free throws all the time at my house. I work on this all the time. I know I can make them. Already having a good game. So yeah, I made those two at home, and then we went.
Nice.
Well done.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. I'd like to know more about the competitiveness. When I played to play well. I didn't play to win. I didn't play to have fun. I played to play well. And my thinking was, if I do everything the way I'm supposed to do it, the winning will be a natural outcome. And of course, I'll have fun doing it. That's what drove me, is playing well. And so there would be times when I was about to win and I would extend the game because I just wanted to keep playing. There are other people who want to get to the end so they can say, I beat you. And everything they do is to get to that outcome. And then there are other people like you who are competitive. What does that competitiveness feel like? And I'll give you a scenario to set it up. Let's say you're playing one-on-one with this guy. He gets the ball first, and you've never seen the guy play, so you don't know what to expect. You play off of him a little bit, give him the jump shot. He nails it right there in your face. Then he starts talking trash a little bit. You get the ball. You don't score. He gets the ball again. He goes by you, does a layup. He's talking more trash. You get the ball, you attempt the shot, you don't score. He gets the ball, he scores one more time. What's going through your head right now?
I'd say, well, first of all, I wouldn't ever play back because that's how competitive I am. I'm not going to give him a jump shot. I'm going to play 100%.
Okay.
But if he is up at the beginning of the game, I'm going to get the ball back. I'm going to score on him, and I'm going to start talking trash back all the way until yeah, I've had trash talk in my basketball career. I feel like you're allowed to trash talk as long as you can back it up. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Really good.
Okay. And do you feel like, well, and I think I know the answer to this question, because you said you would start out playing up on him. So you're not going to wait for him to do anything. You're already in that mode. But do you feel like when you're down in a match, do you feel like something extra kick in, like some extra energy, extra determination? Is that what the competitiveness feels like? Or is it like from the very beginning, you're already there?
I mean, I say I'm always ready to give 100%. And if someone says something that I can that someone's already said to me in the past, that kind of motivated me. I feel like I'll play better because. Can you restate the question?
Yeah. Like when I'm trying to get some understanding of this competitiveness, because that's new to me, and I would love to know what that feels like. So is it like you're playing and then the guy gets up by maybe a couple of scores? Do you feel like it's an extra burst of energy, extra burst of determination Is that what the competitiveness feels like, or is it like from the very outset you want to kill this guy?
From the start, Patrick.
It's from
Yes,
the
it's gonna be.
I'd probably say it's from the start. I wanna beat him as bad as I can, but if he says something else, I can go from 100% to 150%.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking
Yep,
about.
yep.
Like you rise to whatever level you need to rise to get the job done. Cool. Cool. Talk about motivation. What else motivates you?
Um, probably people, former coaches not believing in me mainly because of my height, and maybe I don't look as athletic as I am.
Uh-huh.
But I use all of that to better myself when it comes to working out or training or going through a drill. I might do a rep 9 times and then think about that, and I'll do 2 sets of those reps.
Mm-hmm.
I've been cut before from teams. I've had friends talk behind my back, say stuff to me
Mm-hmm.
that it just really motivates me. Um, and I just know I'm the one in full control of where I want to be at in the future, and
Yeah.
I'm the one that needs to make that happen. So
Mm,
that's just up to me.
Yeah. Thank you.
wow.
Um, can you tell us what a dream scenario would be for you? Like, what's the dream? If 10 years from now you have everything exactly the way you want it to be, everything turned out just the way you wanted it to. What does that life look like?
Um, in the NBA, overseas,
Okay.
playing professionally somewhere, because I feel like that's that's the only thing I can think about. Um, obviously, that's not what I'm gonna rely on fully,
Mm-hmm.
but I take joy in everything about the game of basketball. I'm thinking about it all the time, so I don't want to sell myself short
Yeah.
and be doing something with my life that I don't love to the extent of how I feel about basketball.
Yeah.
So just I'd say playing professionally somewhere, uh,
Mm-hmm.
hours a day, training hours a day.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned something like having a backup, like a plan B. And I'm guessing you've probably heard what I heard when I told people I wanted to play professional basketball. They would always remind me how hard it is to get into the NBA and how you have a better chance of winning the lottery and you better have a plan B. Have you heard that advice also? It's absolutely possible for you. Absolutely possible, especially with your basketball acumen. And speaking of that, it sounds like you've had some coaching. You've been around an athlete. Did your dad play or?
Uh, no, my dad didn't play, but I've been around basketball my whole life, at multiple organizations,
Uh-huh.
multiple atmospheres, different levels of basketball, uh, different skill levels. Yeah, I've been around it just my whole life.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. Can you tell me about your proudest moment so far in basketball? Play a game, something you did that you're proudest of.
I'd probably say that game I explained to you earlier, the 5-on-5 game at my school to go to the playoffs. Uh,
Yeah.
it was just no one expected us to win at all because we were already down and they had the ball too with like 5 seconds left, and we caused a 5 second violation. I got fouled. I made both free throws, and we won the game.
Hmm.
And everyone my whole middle school basically ran onto the court after the game.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty amazing to have a moment like that early in your basketball career.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan had a moment like that in college, and he said that's when everything changed for him. That's when he decided nothing was ever going to stop him. And his life and his career sort of catapulted off of that. In just a moment. The next one. Tell me about your toughest opponent. Who's the toughest guy you ever played against, and what made that so tough?
I don't know. I don't know because I feel like I play top competition all the time, really, because
Okay.
I'm playing guys at the rec or people at the basketball facility that I go to. I'm playing people all the time, older people that have been around the game. They're 25 years old. I say the thing that makes it tough is probably just maybe they're stronger.
Yeah.
But talent-wise, I don't feel like anyone has what I have because of my work ethic. So I don't see anyone my age beating me in a one-on-one.
Oh.
Next 3 years of age. I don't see anyone in high school.
Yeah.
One-on-one.
Wow. Can you tell me about your style? Like, what do you do well? You handle the ball, shooter.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a great shooter, but with the way that I can create a shot for myself off the dribble makes me an amazing shooter because I can shoot decently contested shots, but after I get a pretty good look off after a crossover, my chances of making the shot just increase. So I feel like my ball handling skills and my shot and my speed and my agility all help me become the player that I am now.
Cool. Awesome. Man, thank you. Thank you for your very intelligent answers. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rimpage so you get a full grasp of the opportunity. Rimpage it's a global one-on-one basketball league. Our aspirations are to have 100 million athletes worldwide. That's about 200,000 in every country, and we're not stopping there. That's just like an initial goal. And what we want to do is find the best basketball player in every city, in every state, in every country. Once we have a national champion from every country on this planet, those national. Yes, sir.
Can I plug my phone in real quick? Is that
Yes.
like?
Yeah.
Don't want to die now.
Right. So from there, you can see Rimpage is a global one-on-one basketball league on a mission to find the next big stars in every city, every state, and every country. The idea behind that is we know that less than 1%, it's actually like 0.0003% of all eligible athletes will get an opportunity to play in the NBA. And yet, from that 0.0003% of players, we're getting players like LeBron James and Michael Jordan and Steph Curry. So if we can get those players from 0.0003%, imagine who's still out there. Imagine how many Kevin Durant's and LeBron Jameses are still out there in the 99.999% of players. Those players are superstars who don't have a stage. And so Rimpage is the stage for those players. We know that we're going to discover some players out there who are better than the players in the NBA. And then at the bottom here, one world, one league, one champion. That's our vision right there in 3 words. One world, one league, one champion. We want to unite all the world's basketball players into one league so we can find out who's the best player in the world. Now you have a fuller view of this opportunity. What do you think of that?
I think it's very beneficial for everyone around the world. I'm glad I signed up. I think it's a big opportunity for me, and I'm just happy to be a part of it right now.
Yeah. I'm happy for you. I wish something like this was around when I was in high school. When I was in high school, people would say, "What do you want to do when you graduate?" "I want to go to the NBA," and they would always say the same thing. "You know how hard it is to get there. You better have a plan B. Like you have a better chance of winning the lottery." And then for something like this to come along where you can get big rewards for giving great performances on a big stage, that's all I wanted. In other words, that's why you choose the NBA, because it's offering that. Well, if another league is offering that and that league is wide open, the opportunity is right there for you. It's an easy decision to make. So cool. And that's not all. There's so much more to Rimpage. Like there's a business opportunity as well. In other words, we see athletes not as commodities to be used up and thrown away. Did you know that 60 to 65% of NBA players are broke? They're bankrupt when they retire. Within 5 years of retirement, they're bankrupt. And the league, what we want to do something about that. So what we do with Rimpage athletes is teach you the business side of the sport, so you can leverage your basketball talent to provide for your families with Rimpage money when you finish. That's what we want to see you do. When you finish playing for Rimpage, you have money from Rimpage that you can use to provide for your family for the rest of your life. We don't want our players retiring broke and going bankrupt. So we're going to put programs in place to help you out with that as well. And how easy was it to join? Just click a button. No scouts, no general managers, no lottery, none of that. You pick yourself. That's the difference between this opportunity and the other ones that are out there. Okay, next thing. Brady, if you refer another athlete to Rimpage, you get $20 for every player who joins. You have any friends who play?
Yeah.
How do you feel about recommending Rimpage to those friends?
I mean, I can do it. I got to practice 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I can easily do that.
There you go. I did this presentation on YouTube. I can send you that link. You can just text it to any of your friends. When they join, 2 months after they join, we send you $20. So when you refer them, make sure that they mention you as the one who referred them. So Antoine's going to get 20 because he referred you, but every player you refer is $20 in your pocket. All right. I appreciate you, man. And I'm excited to see you play. We got to get you playing some matches.
Yes.
I want to see. Let me talk about that, how matches are scheduled. There are 3 ways you can play matches. One would be you play who you meet. So let's say you're at the gym and there's someone else there. You say, "Hey, you want to play one-on-one? It's for this league I'm in." And if they agree, you have someone film that match, send us that video, and that certifies your results. The video is very important. If it's not on video, it didn't happen with the Rimpage because we're not there. So we have to certify those match results. And also, that's how you get exposure. That's how everyone else in the world gets to see you play. So just play whoever you meet, and then send us that video. The other would be you can schedule matches, and this will be an option for you when a lot more players join in your area. We're having a thunderstorm here. I don't know if you can hear it.
It's really loud.
Yeah, it's storm season in Texas. So once there are a lot more players, then and you're a part of the Rimpage Facebook group, you can just hit up any one of those players that are in your area and say, "Hey, you want to play a one-on-one match?" Agree on a date, time, and location for your match and let us know, and that's an official match. Now just film it and send us the video. And then the last one would be someone like Antoine books a gymnasium and contacts you and several other players and say, "Hey, you guys want to play one-on-one matches on this day at this gym?" You guys all show up and you play a set of matches. So we don't give you a schedule. You decide who you play, where you play, and when you play in any one of those 3 ways. So right now it's going to be play who you meet. And then once we build out that area and add more athletes, which you're going to help us with, right? Once we get more athletes, then you'll be able to play those guys as well. Also, even though it's only you and Jalen, you're still competing for the national championship as well. So we have players here in Dallas who have already started. They're already getting rated and rankings and stuff like that. So you're competing against them as well. essentially you're competing against all the rest of Rimpage. So keep that in mind as well. It's not just Charlotte. I'll let you know for sure. I want to look at the numbers as well. But what will happen is I'll create a profile page for you, and that's where you'll see all of your rankings, your stats and ratings and stuff like that. And then you'll also see the city that you represent, and you'll see all those players in that city. Those are the guys you're going up against. Those are the ones you'll be competing against for that contest and also for the city championship. So let me look at the numbers, and then we'll decide which city you're going to represent, and then I'll create that profile page for you and send you the link. Once you get that link, you can just save it in your phone so you can always go check on that. And you're a part of the Facebook group, right? Rimpage
Yep.
Facebook group? Okay. I'm in that group. So is Katerina. If you have any questions, you can contact me anytime. I've been texting you as well, so you have my phone number. Anytime, any question, whatever it is, just let me know, and we'll talk about it.
I'm just happy about it, I guess.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I think you'll be even more happier when you start playing and see
Yeah.
how much fun this is, because the
Yeah.
guys that are playing, they can't get enough, right? Every Saturday they're organizing matches, and Patrick is filming them.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity.
So I want to work with Antoine so we can build out the territory there and get more players signed up, and then also start having some events for you guys. So it might move slowly, but just keep playing your matches, and that'll give you a head start on the other guys who come in after you.
Brady, you're part of history.
Yeah, man.
You have a real shot here.
At 15 years old, you have not yet experienced what other players who have the same dream you have had to go through, only to not have that dream realized. In fact, just before I talked to you, we were talking to another guy who's up in Minnesota, and it's pretty bleak. That's why I'm so happy to be able to offer an opportunity like this. Cool, and I'm excited to see what you do with it.
Me too.
All right, so looking forward to that first game.
Yeah.
All right,
So do I tell you before I play the game?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Like once you decide where you're going to play, who you're going to play, and when, just send me that information.
okay, because I'll probably play Jalen this Sunday.
Perfect.
Woohoo.
Perfect. All right, man. Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
And welcome to Rimpage.
All the best. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right, you too.
You too.